Greetings, Afterlifers, and welcome to a first impressions look into Food for Frog from Poppy Punk, releasing in Q2 2026. Food for Frog is a cozy cooking puzzle game about experimenting with ingredients to create dishes requested by a cast of froggy characters. Get to know your customers, learning recipes, relax, and enjoy the cute artwork. Yeah, let's give this here a look here. It's been a while since we did a cooking puzzle game. As you can see here, this is the kitchen. This is the artwork. The artwork is very beautiful, by the way. Instead of special seniors, they're very establishing, which means make some delicious food. Just happen to have an expert in delicious foods, particularly Italian. Would you believe it? So making a simple margarita pizza. Having trouble with a simple recipe? Well, it's kind of a stump. If you high quality ingredients you need in order to make a margarita pizza, what do you think of when you hear pizza? I bet three things immediately come to mind. You don't have to overcomplicate it either. That dough is essentially the same as what you use for bread. Okay. Okay, Frank. Nice to meet you, Frank. I wanted to eat some fresh, crusty bread for a while now, but this town's been lacking a bakery as far as I can remember. So you want bread. I can make you a loaf of bread. Sounds like a great deal. Okay. Now you need some flour and water. The only other ingredient is what any great food needs. I'll let you guess what it is. Okay. And of course we have the ingredients here. Unlocking. Hi, sorry to bother. I'm Betty. Nice to meet you. Perhaps an omelet. One cheese omelet, please. And I'd like to take this little tadpole to school after this. You only need eggs for making omelet. For cheese omelet, well, I think you can figure out what the second ingredient might be. Okay. So we go back here and then, all right, so we have the tools here. But it seems that we are still not, well, first and foremost, let's kind of get to, and of course you have a trash bin here, like everything is here. I did notice that this game does take on, why is there no volume? This game, that's not what I want. This game kind of takes on a very old school tutorial where it's like, okay, well, here are the characters, here's what you need to do, now figure out how everything works. All right, there we go. So we got the bread. Let's give it to Frank. There you go. Here's your bread. Almost forgot. Okay, here's restaurants. Blah blah blah. Okay, and he gives you the tools. So yeah, as I mentioned as I mentioned before, this game takes some notes from old school tutorials where it's like, in order to get this thing, you need to do this thing for that thing for this person, for this NPC. And then he, she, they, them will give you what you need to progress. In this case, we got an egg because he knows somebody who has a chicken farm. So in this case, we have enough for the cheese omelet. So we're gonna cook the cheese omelet right now. Oh, nope, we gotta slice the cheese first. And yes, a lot of it is manual. It's a bit rough around the edges. And as you kind of saw earlier, for some reason I was doing this, and then for some reason the game thought I double-clicked into that. So, alright, there we go. There's the cheese omelet. I love the artwork. And then we gotta give it to Betsy, or Betty. There we go. Okay, and then the tomato. Okay, cool. So Betty gives you a tomato. And then there we go. We have everything that we need to make the pizza. I wish there was a better way to do that, but there isn't. Okay, so in order to make a pizza, so we need to do this. And then finally, we need to cut up the cheese. And then we should have basically all the basic ingredients right then and there. And thankfully, it doesn't matter which order it's in. It doesn't matter which order it's in, you just gotta make sure you get the ingredients right, which is nice. Awesome. Here you go, Giovanni. Alright, cool. So basically, Giovanni says if you want to make it far in this kitchen, it's best to listen to the customers. Basically, he's telling you that these customers will give you hints and tips and tricks to figuring out what you need. Again, this is where the puzzle element comes in. You must be the new chef. Nice to meet you. Looks like you can handle yourself in the kitchen. Grilled cheese. Thanks a bunch. Okay, cool. You know, balance even some type of oil or fat, like butter. Okay. How to make butter? Ask Frank. Okay. So we gotta talk to Frank. Alright, so I'm gonna make some baked goods, butter, everything's better. It just happens that I bought a fresh baked batch of cream with me from my farm. You can turn it into butter, right? Here. So something else I don't want to do. So I don't want you to miss out the learning opportunity. Once you turn the butter, do you think you can make me some prosciutto buns? Need some sugar for that. Get from someone else though. Okay. Just gonna get whipped cream, but if it takes you, if you take it further, the fat will separate and you'll have yourself some delicious butter. Okay. So basically what he's implying is that you can keep going with what you have there. Isabel. We're gonna get some new friends, some states, blah blah blah, blah blah blah. Yeah, they're blabbering. Apple strudel with whipped cream on it. Pastry dough and this for whipped cream on top. Okay, so cool. So we have our three things right here: grilled cheese, bruschetta, bruschetta. I don't know how to say that. We have bruschetta bun, grilled cheese, and apple strudel. So let's get the grilled cheese going. Let's get the grilled cheese going. And again, what's so cool is that okay, well, don't know why I need to reinsert it into the bowl. Okay, I guess that's how we do it. This game really kind of relies on your know-how, which is fascinating to me. Oh, butter's not, I'll be damned. Grilled cheese. Ah, slop. Ah, okay. I see if I did it wrong. Okay. So we need to do this. There's a bit of some of the issues I've noticed in this demo. First and foremost, the music kind of cuts in and out. And then secondly, okay, there's the butter. So the butter has to be done at least once for it to register. So there's several things wrong here. So first and foremost, the response time between like the chopping, the stirring, and everything that kind of needs to be addressed. Secondly, the music. Look, either you have music or you don't. I don't like it when the music doesn't like cuts off and then it's like you can really tell it's like a loop, you know, like an obvious like, oh, it's gonna go in a loop again. All right, so you ordered the grilled cheese, right? So the soccer looks like coming sometime. Looks like Giovanni lucked out with his replacement. I bet he'll take a lot more convincing though, and we're gonna see you next time. Okay, so we have sugar then. Fantastic. So this is done. Okay, so we need another hint. We need another hint. The dough and butter is easier than you think. Okay, so that is hint number 2. We're allowed only 2 hints before... Oh, wait, never mind. Turn using cream. Into whipped cream. What? What? In the bowl. I believe that's how you do it. Yeah, that I would be very shocked if that was something else. Needs pastry dough. Mix dough with butter. So this is your mixing bowl here. Also, for accessibility's sake, it would be nice if... There you go. If like the things are highlighted, like, oh hey, this is the kitchen, this is the chopping knife, this is the mixing bowl, this is the mortar pedestal, frying pan. I know it sounds silly, but there's literally like no indicator here. Like there's indicators for this, but there's no indicators for the tools you use. And there's no like, and it's all mouse control, by the way. It's all mouse control, by the way. Mix regular dough with butter. Oh. Needs pastry dough. So topped. I know. Is that how you do it? Probably not. Yeah, no. Assemble strudel in oven. Turn the bowl. Churn past the whipped cream. Okay. Well, let's get another hint. Okay. So we need to use the sugar. Mix sugar and butter with other standard dough and ingredients of the dough itself. Okay. So dough, butter, and sugar. This should... Okay, there we go. Now, we just need to cook it in the oven, I suppose. There you go. Alright. Alright, that's 2. Okay, mirror. Okay. Alright, well. Okay, now you... Okay. Now we have enough for the apple strudel. So, we need... pastry dough. Mix regular dough with butter. Serve topping with whipped cream. Uh-huh. And then... I don't know, do we need to slice up the apples? I don't know, that's just my... Because you don't really... No. Serve topped with whipped cream. Assemble strudel in oven. So... It's pastry dough. Nope. Okay. Alright, let's talk to the Isabel one more time. So how improved you got your strudel filling. Okay. So that's it. That's all the hints she's gonna give us. Fill consists of sliced apples and sugar. No pre-assembly required. Okay, so do we have to mix it in here? Nope. It says no pre-assembly required, so we can just put it all together. Okay, let's do now. Oop. Okay. Okay. Fillings consist of sliced apples and sugar. So it goes 1, 2, 3, 4. No. Because in this other hand, Smithers should have. Yeah, but. Oh, wait. Okay, so pastry dough, sugar, and a sliced apples. Okay, I see what's happening here. Yeah, there we go. It kind of okay. So so again, kind of going back to what I was saying before. The tutorial. If I haven't said this already, I'm gonna kind of repeat it again. This game kind of needs a bit of a hands-on experience. Also, it kind of needs to kind of clarify uh stuff like this because it's like you assemble the pastry dough, slice apples and sugar in the oven, bake, and then it's like does the whipped cream. It sounded like you're supposed to put the whipped cream on top of a normal strudel, or like mix it in here, or just combine the two items. But no, it's automatically like implied, or not implied, added. And then there you go. Another day finished. But other than that, this is a cozy, fun little kitchen puzzle game. A bit too challenging. I think there needs to be like a hands-on tutorial. Also, um, just in case too, it would be nice to have like a little bit of like a accessibility, highlighting what the tools do. Like, hey, like here's like a little like have like a little tab here that says, oh hey, this is what these tools do as a reminder. Um, because there were times where I put this in here but it doesn't make any sense, and then this in here, it's just it would be a little nice little reminder. But other than that, if this is something that you if this is something up your alley, then by all means, I recommend it. Yeah, totally recommend it.